we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Denver Broncos. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. On first down, Wilson. And his first pass is incomplete. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson, open man right side is Cup, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Wendell Moore with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. A nice run there on first down as Henry uses his size to plow forward. Call it a pickup of 7. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a handoff to Henry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
Boy, he did that one on his own, didn't he? How about using that low center of gravity, plenty of force, a lot of leg drive, breaking a tackle there, and picks up a first down on 3rd down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, He had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On third down, Henry. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
Dang, man, I guess we're looking at the wrong side right here. Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. Touchdown, Detroit! Ian Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now it's Wilson. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Here's Wilson.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. Throwing again here, Wilson. And this will be incomplete.
And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now it's Wilson. He'll get this to Eckler. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. These two teams all tied after one. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Again, he finds Moore. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. Wilson will throw again. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that makes the score 14-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
John Hightower now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. The tackle made there by Jarrad Davis. 2nd and 8. They go play action with Burrow. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
A first down carry for Henry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Henry out of the pistol. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one goes for 24 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. On 1st down, Henry. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Ready? Check right.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And Lutz's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
Now Wilson on first down. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Wilson to throw.
Again, he targets more. This one is complete.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Again, Wilson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Broncos on the move here a bit. Nice plays in succession back-to-back. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson.
That's into the hands of Eckler.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again is Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On third down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And this is caught. He hits more. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Oh, good return up past the 30. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
John Hightower now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
I got you. Mike.
From the 35 on second down, Wilson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Wilson now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Looking here for Smith downfield.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Throwing is Wilson. This is swung out to Eckler. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for Jeff Smith there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Third and 2, now Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Now a man open down the middle of the field. Touchdown! Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon, and the Broncos will extend their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do in play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Henry again on 2nd down. Strong running at the 30. And some room to work. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. When you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
A officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now Wilson unhappy with something he saw there as he's going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. After the interception, here's Wilson. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Rondell Moore, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Play action. Now Wilson. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jeff Smith with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now Burrow on 1st down. High throw, but he makes the catch. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now it's Burrow. Checks this down to Hubbard. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here we go.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Side.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Wild Bill, Wild Bill.
11. Side.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Right, 80. What is that?
On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Right back to Hubbard.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Chuba Hubbard.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Dancing to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Push him back. 95, 95. Check 99. Say. There you go. Got it.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. This will be caught. Judy. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's going to look deep for more. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Jalen Thompson picks it. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. To throw is Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Wilson wants to throw it. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's
blitz coming, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will extend this big lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. That's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Fighting his way through. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Room here to run. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the...
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So they tried to tack on 2 more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they wanted to run a 2-point conversion just to see what they had. Who knows? But it just wasn't necessary.
So for the Broncos, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for Detroit, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.